Hey everyone, I'm going to show you in this video how to set up a newsletter for your YouTube channel that gets automatically generated every month using AI. So the reason you'd want to do this is all about brand awareness. YouTube, or actually any content creation, is a long-term game of steadily feeding your audience great content that you create and upload. And people who love your content will subscribe to your channel and they'll keep coming back for more. So having your own newsletter complements that content strategy really well by giving you another medium through which you can reach your subscribers. And you can send them content that's adjacent to your regular YouTube content, such as latest news in whichever niche you're involved in. It's also great for brand awareness because having your logo or your face pop up inside their emails once a month is just a really good way of reminding people that you exist and that you're adding value to their lives with your content. So let's set up a newsletter for a YouTube channel using Topical, and you'll see how easy it is. I'm going to use this YouTube channel here and create a newsletter for this just as an example, but you'll obviously be using your own channel. And the first thing to do is grab your channel URL. So go into this little box at the top of the browser, select this and copy this whole URL here. This is what you'll need to start creating a newsletter. You should have the little @ sign and then your YouTube channel handle here. If you have one of the older URLs with just numbers up here instead of the channel name, then that's okay too, they both will work. So grab that URL and head over to usetopical.com/start/YouTube. I'll put a link in the description to this video. And you can see on this page, we have a box in the middle of the screen here to enter your YouTube channel URL. Paste that in there, click this button, and it will ask you to sign up for an account. You can log in with Google, so just click here and select your Google account, or you can create an account with a username and password too if you like, so you don't have to use a Google login. That'll then bring you back to this page where you can select a pricing plan. I'm just going to choose free for now to get started. So select that and wait for Topical to set up your account. Once that's set up, you'll be inside the Topical platform and you can see the AI has read my YouTube channel here and gathered some information here about the audience and the branding and the general topic of the videos that are posted to this channel. This part might take a few seconds. This is the AI essentially going through and building a newsletter template for you based on what it thinks the viewers of this particular YouTube channel will be interested in. So when that finishes, it will give you a link to the template page. Click on that, or you can navigate to template in the menu on the left hand side here, and you can see the AI has created this newsletter template for us. There's a banner image in here that it took from our YouTube channel, and of course you can change that, and some placeholders for news articles, and a placeholder down here which is where we're bringing your latest YouTube video. If you want, you can navigate to the Workflow tab and see the actual automation that's been built for us. This is how Topical works under the hood, basically. It runs these complicated looking workflows to scrape content from the internet and from YouTube and combine all of that into your newsletter. You can play around with this and make changes directly in this workflow page if you like, but it's probably easier to just edit things back in the template view. You can edit these titles and things by just directly typing them into the editor. So I'm going to change this title here. You can also ask the AI in this chat window to make specific changes for you, or you can just ask it for advice on how to make your newsletter even more targeted. The Topical AI agent is pretty good at knowing about what works and what doesn't work in a newsletter, so you can think of this chat window as like your marketing advisor helping you build a really engaging and interesting YouTube newsletter for your channel. It has all of the context of this in your newsletter template at any time, so you could ask it something like, should I move the YouTube channel higher up in the newsletter? And then if you wait for the response, it will give you some advice based on all of the experience that the AI is trained on when it comes to newsletter marketing. So let's say we're ready to go ahead and create an issue from this newsletter. In here, we can do that by clicking this Create Issue button, and that will kick off our workflow. So you can see here it's thinking, and the AI will give us progress updates of what it's doing. So it's scraping the web for news, it's reading our YouTube channel, that sort of thing. And this can take a couple of minutes to complete. Once it completes, you'll get a new item in the menu here for your current issue. Now this page looks a little bit like the template editor, but this is the actual content of your latest issue of your newsletter. Topical will also have emailed this to you, so you can see it in your emails as well. And you can make changes in here. You can change the wording if it feels a little bit too AI generated. You want to put your own spin on it, that's always a really good idea. You can ask the AI again to make bigger changes, like you can ask it to remove an article or give it a new article that you specifically want just in this one issue. Then when you're ready, this is your final newsletter. Now, Topical is a newsletter generator. It doesn't actually send this newsletter out to your subscribers. So to do that, you need to connect it to an email sending platform. I have other videos on this channel about how to connect Topical to various email platforms like MailChimp or HubSpot, but for this one, we're just going to quickly set up Brevo. So head over to brevo.com, that's brevo.com, and create an account on there. And this is where we're going to be uploading the email addresses of all of our newsletter subscribers. Inside Brevo, you'll also be able to set up an API key in this drop-down near API keys. So you'll need that API key to paste into Topical so that Topical can talk to Brevo in your account. So you go back into Topical and into the workflow page, and we're going to select Add Node, Outputs, and Brevo. And then take that new Brevo node that it's created and connect it to the output of our workflow after the human review step. So we'll just set up this with a list ID and the sender name, which should tie up to what you've configured your sender name as in Brevo. And now when you generate an issue of your newsletter, you'll be able to go into this new issue page and say to the AI something like distribute this issue, and it will post your newsletter into Brevo where you can send it out to your followers. So I hope you found this helpful. If you have any issues setting up your YouTube newsletter, then feel free to comment in the comment section below this video, and also check out the other videos on this channel for more tips on newsletter marketing and automation with Topical.